Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to talk to Pooja Mehta, who is the founder of Molding Dough. She's a food and product stylist. So, in this conversation, we are going to discuss how to start your career in food and product styling. I hope you're going to enjoy this entire conversation. Hi, Pooja.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm really very excited to be honest. You are the second guest on my show, which is not yet named. So
Oh,
I'm going to call it anything because I haven't come up with some interesting name. But I was very sure that I would want you to come here and talk to my people and
oh,
talk to my audience.
it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Yeah. So, Pooja, I have given a brief introduction about you. You are,
Hmm.
starting of this video, but I want you to tell me what you do, what kind of work you are into, and just tell me about yourself to my audience.
Okay. So my name is Pooja Mehta, and I run a venture called Molding Dough. It provides a service of food and product photography and styling, along with the visual content creation for social media. So this is what Molding Dough does, along with few art and craft tips and bits and few workshops, like
Okay.
backdrop making workshops. So yeah, this is a tiny venture which I run.
So, Pooja, before we dive into the deeper discussions, I want to know, are you from the photography background or design background? How is it?
So I have done my bachelor's from like in arts, that is fine arts, basically fine arts, not finance, because everyone mistakes it as a finance, but no, it's a
Okay.
fine arts with a sculpture in specialization, where sculpting was my core practice,
Okay.
and I used to do a lot of sculpting process as in a new medium, because
Mm.
there are many other processes I used to do, and usme we used to do we have to document a whole work. So in that I used to play around with the pictures, and since then I've started getting so I know a little bit tips and bits of like few things about photography while then.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
I
did
haven't
you?
done a professional, no, I haven't done any professional course on
Okay.
photography.
So, did you do some kind of job as in the sculpting? I'm asking, have you done? Have you spent like in the work aspect, or you directly got into product styling and food styling? How is it?
So it was a very I don't know how it started. So what happened was, after my graduation, I decided to join a local bakery.
Okay.
So local bakery was, and I wanted to work with some food industry only
So
because
where are you from? First of all, where are you
Surat.
from originally?
I
Surat.
actually I'm born in Mumbai, brought up in Surat, and then
Again,
I
back to
thought
Mumbai.
so yeah. So in that way. So what happened was, when I was just did my graduation from Surat itself, because I have done schooling and my graduation from Surat, and I wanted to do work wise, as work in some local bakery, but I wanted to work with some food industry only, because during my final year I was very curious about the food, and my practice was all around fake food, how to sculpt a fake food.
Hmm.
So I wanted to do, okay, I want मुझे जाना था है, I want to go in food industry only. So I applied and then I got it. So there I used to work as a creative head for hamper designing. That is
Okay.
how hampers are being made, because it has, I guess everyone has a culture, like, but shadi wadi hote hai, so you know how to create a hampers, and I used to do, and I used to handle a lot many things along with the social media and the hamper designing everything. So then there was a time where I used to post pictures on social media. I used to click pictures of the food, because they had this
Right.
huge range or huge varieties of confectionery. So since then I've started slowly I've started doing there, and then I did work for 1.5 year. That was a quite long, but then I was like very eager to start something of my own, but not a bakery, obviously.
Mhm.
And while I was doing that photography, and I came across this, there's a product styling. Since I knew, because in my college days also we used to do that. they have a different session of it. So I knew that there is a product photography, but styling was a part which I used to enjoy, and I discovered during that time, during my first half year, one and a half year of a job. So I decided to start my own. So then I just quit a job, and for a few months I was just figuring out, should I start? How I was struggling with the idea to what to do. But
Right.
then slowly, within 3-4 months, I came up with a molding dough. It was a long, like the name and everything was being worked upon. And but initially, to be honest, I started with the perspective of doing art and craft because I was not confident enough. Okay, will I be able to do it styling? Will I be able to do photography? Because I was not having equipment also to do anything.
Correct. Correct.
So I started with that aspect, but then there are few things it doesn't work out. It didn't work out that well. So again, I started looking for some job, but more towards a job or internship, I should say, to get an experience for how it works actually, how the market runs, how the things work around. What is this styling? What is this photography? So I came across, luckily, like while I was searching, I was scrolling down my whole day used to go on scrolling down Instagram stories, and luckily I came across one of the story, and I got a job over there. It was Amrita's. It was
Yeah.
Amrita of Life. So I did an internship for 6 months over there, and I learned a lot from her. A lot means a lot from each and every project. Each and every day was learning for me, and for her, we both were learning from each other. So I did 6 month internship, and in between also I started some. I used to take few individual projects of styling, and then when once the internship was over, then it I thought, just chalo kar do. I don't
Right.
think much. Do it, man. Do it. It's how long you're going to think about it.
Correct.
And it's just, even I was a little bit experienced about it, and what I can do in my own language, my own style. So learning from different people, because before, to be honest, like before internship, I did a small project on, it was a some book shoot. I was behind the book shoot ke behind the scenes I was capturing.
Okay.
So for their social media, there was this one what we say. She is a well-known celebrity nutritionist, and there I worked for them. They need a picture for their social media. So since they were doing a shoot for their upcoming book, so they said, Nikki, you come, and it was through some mutual via contact. One of my some relative used to work for her. So she said, Nikki, why don't you try something? It's for your experience, do it. So, and then I went over there, and after that I was looking out for internship, and then I came across Amrita's story. So it happened, and internship happened, and slowly and gradually I started my own, and I used to post a lot. I post a lot on social media. I'm doing this. I'm starting my own thing and doing this individual, and I has a own different style. So, and then
So-
this molding dough is here.
Yeah. So first you started like after the graduation you worked for around like a year or like year and a half, and
Yeah.
after that you searched for some side gigs that you could do on your own, and then eventually got into internship with Amrita, correct?
Yeah.
Am I missing the sequence? Am I not messing up with the sequence? I hope.
You're going right. You're going. It's just
Perfect.
between the internship and my like when I left the job and internship. So there was, as I said, I for a experience I did this shoot, a small behind the scenes wala shoot.
Right. So I really like the overall idea, Pooja. Like if I remember my journey in digital marketing, I was just like this that I just wanted to get into it. Like it doesn't matter how much I'm earning, it doesn't matter how much
Yeah.
like how much do I have to put in in terms of effort, in terms of energy, all of that. But I really appreciate that it's very important that you shared this experience that it doesn't matter when you're starting off, just pick up everything, learn from everything, and
Yeah.
everything that is coming your way. Now that's a great thing that you talked about. I would like to know, like you just now mentioned about Instagram and social media. I would like to know what role social media is right now playing in your professional life, and how important it is to you, and how important you feel that it should be for other entrepreneurs or other freelancers. So right now, you work as, like, you started off as a freelancer, right? So
Yeah.
I want to know what are your thoughts on this?
Social media is a very important thing, I tell you, because you can get approximately 60 to 80% of work from there if you apply it in a proper way.
Correct, correct,
So
correct.
yeah, it has to be a proper way of using social media, because I remember when I was looking for a work. So obviously my family was saying, "What are you doing, man?" I was looking out for the work, and I knew that there are people who do post this, and
Correct,
Instagram things reach more compared to other things. And I was
correct.
looking for a small opportunity, because I went to other people, but they were there for looking for a 1 or 2 years, and I was very sure that I don't want to drop my molding dough.
Correct.
So I knew that I want to do a short term something. So definitely, and then there was a social media which played really important part, because I got a job through that internship basically. And even after that, when I was I was still after leaving, after done with my internships, I was a little bit scared, how I will do. But the Instagram was a kind of community which helped to grow, because there came a people who comment, who did so likes and comment and help it out. And even if I have query, I used to talk to them how
Correct.
these things have been done, or even
Even
they
we
ask.
got connected through Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I came across this boot camps and different workshops, and I attended yours, and it was really helpful for now. So
Correct.
that's how social media is. It's really important even for a freelancer, even who are into who want to start something with a business, because it's reach out to many people, and it has an algorithm which reach out to the people of the same interests your professional you are into.
Correct. Exactly, exactly.
So it's in a good way, because obviously there are pros and cons, but I've been lucky to experience the pros almost.
Correct.
So yeah.
So I really like the point that you highlighted in the beginning, that Instagram or social media marketing will work only if you put out good content, only if you take efforts in the content. And you were
Yeah.
doing that since the beginning, because you knew that, okay, if I want people to come to me for work, they should see everything that I'm doing on Instagram. Otherwise, nobody is going to come and offer you any kind of work, right? Now,
Yeah.
uh, you started off as a freelancer. You were on, like, you were figuring out different things.
Hmm.
I want to know about the mistakes that you have done, or you feel you should have done it better, or which you feel that if somebody else, fellow freelancer, who is just now starting off in on this journey, can use this particular as a
Yeah.
guide. Okay, don't do this, skip this, avoid this, go like this, try things this way out. Any mistakes that you want to highlight? I wouldn't say mistakes, but any learnings that you have come across that you would want to
Yeah,
share?
yeah, definitely. As the moment you say that mistakes, I just remember few of this. So obviously, when you are new, you are eager to work. I
Correct.
know, I understand that. But when it comes for, there are people who are going to approach budding photographer, stylist,
Correct.
or product to
Artist,
work
if
for
you are.
free. Yeah, to work for free. Actually, it's not somewhere good to work for free. I know it's getting an experience is really good, but working for free, it breaks a market somewhere. It Working for free. Obviously, I know there are different charges, because we work in such a creative field where everyone has a different charges.
Correct.
Few charges minimal, few charges. It depends on completely that work and talent. And when you're starting, it always happens. People keep their boundaries low, because they yeah, they don't have confidence, they lack the
Correct.
confidence and everything. So obviously, but working for free gives that, you need something to motivate yourself, right?
Correct. Correct.
Somewhere, and it's not that it's been counted money only, but you know that you are going to make it as your bread and butter. So
Correct.
why
Correct.
not to start from the initial and try to incorporate things? And I can obviously people are going to there are many thoughts comes in your mind. I don't know if that person will like that client will like my work or
Correct.
not, and am I eligible. But do try it out. That's not an issue. Ki try it out, charge for them, because you are giving your whole heart, your whole time to it. Time
Correct.
is
Correct.
important thing.
This is
So
I would just want to pause you right here because I
yeah.
really like this point which you shared, because you covered a whole lot of scenario, including self-doubt. A lot of people doubt themselves, whether I should charge this much, whether I should charge, more, whether I should charge less.
Yeah.
You talked about lack of confidence, which is again every person. It's not just related or limited to artists, because everybody
Yeah.
who is starting from the beginning has that lack of confidence. Third thing that you said about the credibility part, like if I'm charging this much, people should know that okay, I have this expertise. And fourth, again, a combination of all of this imposter syndrome, which might pop up when somebody, you know, suppose I am the artist and I'm working and I am, I doubt, I kind of feel that, what if these people find out that I'm just a beginner, or I don't have more experience, and they're paying me
Yeah.
or they are paying me this much and they can get amazing work done. All of these things. I really like this point which you came across, and you still persisted saying that it doesn't matter, you still charge them. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
how much it is, but you need to respect your work, you need to respect
True.
your art, you need to respect your hard work, efforts, whatever that you're putting in. You really need to respect that. I'm really happy that you got
Yeah.
that point here.
So, because see, to be honest, I I have done mistakes. I've learned from it, and I'm proud of it because I did mistakes. Because that's the
Correct.
best thing for anyone to learn to do things and to know that you're not supposed to do this. You're supposed to do this, and
Correct.
that was what I realized. The money is the one thing, it's okay, but somewhere you are planning to make it as you are want to make the whole profession as a bread and butter. If you
Correct.
give your you're giving your whole heart, everything to it, and
Correct.
when you do, and somewhere you need a credit, because it motivates you. It's
Correct.
motivate you to work, to create more amazing work. It
Correct.
may be anything. So I've realized that it should not be done for free. You have to value your own work first.
Probably
Respect.
this is like the most valuable lesson that my audience is going to get out of this.
Yeah, I
It
wish.
doesn't matter how much you are charging, but do charge them, because it's injustice to your art, it's injustice to your effort, it's injustice to yourself,
Yeah,
and you will not have motivation to go for the work on the next day, because eventually it is going to turn into your bread and butter. And if you are compromising on that, then just be ready to die for die starving. Like there's no better way to put this out.
yeah.
Anything else that you want to share? Any other mistakes that you have that you want
So
to share?
yeah, so it will be something like a tips only basically. So there are people who do conversation on phone and finalize things.
Okay.
Don't,
Never.
don't. Never ever do that, because it goes away. It slips out of your mind. It slips out of that person, and then by the time when you are about to deliver the products, or जब आप shoot करते हो यार, and
Correct.
then you basically आपने बोला था 30 इमेज, and I said no, मैंने इतने images बोले थे, 20
Correct.
20 का
People
30 हो
back
जाए,
out.
30 का 20. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's
Oh God. Oh God.
damn crazy.
So I would quickly want to share this. So when I was working in my IT corporate job, I remember my team lead used to tell me that whatever happens, just make sure that it is on the mail. Like whatever happens, just make sure it is on the mail, and then you can, like, you can just chill and whatever, like don't worry about it, but it has to be on mail. And I'm really happy that you got this point, that because people, like, intentionally, unintentionally, people miss out on things, people forget, people back out. Like that is the worst thing. Like forgetting and missing out is fine, but I've seen people backing out. Like they said something, of something in the call or over a call, and they are backing out over it, and the entire equation just goes for a toss. I
Yeah.
really like that. I really like this tip. Like going to put this as a highlight in my entire episode. That these are the tips that you shouldn't. Anything else that
True.
you want to add?
The other thing is always make sure that you like this continuation only to make sure that person also acknowledge the mail because ऐसा होता है कि मैंने mail भेज दिया ना but उसका
But you
reply
haven't
उनका
read
reply
the
नहीं
reply.
yeah
Correct.
so make sure that they do acknowledge it even okay makes
The
things
confirmation has to
yeah
be there. Some reply, some response has to be there. Oh God,
yes
oh God, perfect, perfect.
and no WhatsApp. Like WhatsApp for a smaller talks, but make sure when you agree on something like the agreement or the of
Professional.
deliverables or anything along with the quotation, make sure to do it email
Over
and
a
ask
mail.
them to because what happened WhatsApp mails can be deleted.
Correct,
So
correct. Perfect,
email,
perfect.
yeah, email are one thing. So and rest is for the especially for the photographers, any do exercise because your back will go crazy if you shoot for
Yeah.
12 hours or 20 hours. So do make sure to do stretching because that's a really important thing. I know it is
Physical health is extremely important for
yeah,
artists as well as for overall entrepreneurs. I feel it's the most neglected part, and like a lot of people just work, and then everything the toll of that it's taken on your health, your body,
yes.
which is again a bad thing. Uh, so, Pooja, that's all. Those are the questions that I had for you. Anything else that you want to add from your end for a beginner, for a freelancer who is just now starting off in the world of styling, product styling, food styling? Anything that you want to share?
I'll just share one thing that is keep practicing. That is only going to make you, jam in your profession. So make sure to do practice at least, do it. Even if you don't like that image, keep it, edit it later, click another version, but keep on trying. Don't stop. And if you are willing, yeah, if you feel like I want to give up, don't do that. Try to shift your focus थोड़ा सा इधर से if that you're not
Relax
able
a bit
to
here and
yeah
there, but come back to it.
yes that's what that's it everything
Okay,
is fine.
perfect. So, Pooja, quickly, how can people find you and your work on Instagram, on any social media or your website? Anything?
So I have my portfolio that is Behance. You guys can check my all work. I haven't uploaded everything on Instagram because that is different gallery what I do. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you guys can surely check my work on Behance, and that link is also available on Instagram with the name of my page that is known as Molding Dough, and you can
Perfect.
see all the work over there.
Perfect. So, guys, I'm going to keep her Instagram handle and her Behance portfolio link in the description. If you like her work, if you like what she's sharing, she's actually doing amazing job on her Instagram, and she also conducting a lot of amazing workshops. So, I would really want you to go and attend those because I know Pooja and I have seen her work. I have seen like she's not just an artist. Like she's a package together, like product styling, food styling, photography, everything she does, and she does them so well. Thank you so much,
Thank
Pooja, for
you.
joining in today for this
Thank
conversation,
you.
and I'll see you.
Thank you, Rahul. Thank you so much. And it was amazing for come here. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Now, I would like to hear from you. What is that one insight that you are taking away from today's conversation? Head over to rahuldevkar.com and let me know in the comment section. If you are into it, subscribe to my newsletter so that I can keep you updated about everything that is happening in the marketing world, social media marketing, and on my YouTube channel as well. See you soon.